Hey friend, I felt guided to create an extra masterclass this week, so here we are. I'm Elle, your friendly neighborhood self-mastery and mindful manifestation mentor, and I want everyone to know how to integrate fully and step into their inherent power as a unique expression of source energy and cosmic co-creator so they can consciously create their optimal reality quickly and effortlessly. And today I'm going to teach you how to identify those little pain in the ass, subconscious, false limiting beliefs so you can dissolve them because they really are the only blocks that you have. And I use the word blocks in quotation marks because honestly, those beliefs, that's all they are. And I'm going to be sharing all the methods I teach my clients and students. So please use whichever ones resonate most with you. Or you may even use them all at different times, depending on how you feel, but you definitely don't have to use them all. This is not like a sequential process or anything like that. But be sure to stick around until the end for method number 4, because it is a powerful one. And please be sure to give this video a thumbs up to help more people who could use this type of help find it. Subscribe if you haven't yet so you never miss an upload or live stream, because sometimes I just do them like this. I just upload something impromptu like, and because it helps even more people find my content. And I know you're a good Samaritan like that because you're watching my videos. And let's get right into it. If it would cooperate, there we go. So, method number 1 is, what do you really want? So think about what you really, really want, and then go tell the Spice Girls, because it's 1997 and my jokes are really lame when there's no live audience, so I apologize for that. But anyway, I want you to think about what it is that you really want and make note of where you have resistance. The words if and but are indications of that. Are there any unpleasant emotions coming up? But if you feel no resistance to the things that you want, then think about what you believe you would have to do and the person you think you would have to become to get what you want. And make note of any resistance, negative thoughts, ifs and buts, and or unpleasant emotions there. So for example, let's say you want to be wealthy, but you believe that you have to be greedy to be wealthy. So I have to be greedy to become wealthy, or all wealthy people are greedy, something like that is going to be the false limiting belief here. Or maybe you don't have any resistance to wanting to be wealthy, but then you ask yourself what you'll have to do to become wealthy, because that's when you might start at like really thinking about, I don't know, how hard it will be. That's just an example. Or maybe you think you'll have to become someone who works all the time and is super serious. So I don't know, these are just some examples. My point is, you'll find your false limiting beliefs as soon as you start digging into what you really want. So in this example, our fictional person falsely believes it'll be hard to become wealthy, they'll have to work all the time, and they won't be able to have fun anymore. And those sound like false limiting beliefs to me, right? And if you believed those things about being wealthy, then would you really try very hard to become wealthy? Or, would you rather have your safety, essentially, and continue to be the person that you like to be, that you want to be? So I do want to just really quickly mention that these are definitely false limiting beliefs. we won't like go into a whole lot, but a lot of people do have false limiting beliefs around their desire for wealth. So let's just address that really quickly. So for one thing, I want you to look around and just sort of notice the wealthy people that you see in the news, on TV and social media, and notice how much they really work. Basically, the more money you make, the less you actually work. That's kind of how our system is set up. We're a little bit brainwashed to believe that the harder we work, the more money we can make. And that's a whole other episode. Actually, that's coming out on the podcast very soon. But I just want you to think about that for a minute. The more money people make, the less they tend to work. And the more joy and fun you bring into what you do, the more money you will make. That is just law of attraction 101 right there. If you are, I hate to like use this term, but if you're vibing high because you're having all kinds of fun, you're going to attract really high vibe things to you. So if you hold the belief that you have to work really hard and never have fun to be wealthy, let's just bust that right now. And if you hold the belief that you have to be greedy to be wealthy, I know there are not like a whole lot of examples in our society like this, but there are plenty of wealthy people that are very, very generous. And you don't have to be greedy to be wealthy, but you do have to be wealthy to make a really big impact and help change the world. So if that's what you're into, and I know that I happen to attract people that are impact driven and really want to make the world a better place, just think about that. A big bank account helps you make a big impact. That is just the world that we live in right now, right? So anyway, enough about that. Let's move on to method 2, the excuses you make. This one is really simple. The excuses you make or reasons you give for not being able to do / have the things that you want are your false limiting beliefs about them, okay? So write down, why can't I have, and then insert your desire, or what's stopping me from having, doing, being, whatever it is that you want, at the top of a piece of paper or a doc on your computer, and then answer the question. Your answers are going to be your false limiting beliefs about this particular desire. So let's say you want a safe, loving relationship, and you ask yourself, why can't I have a safe, loving relationship? And then you start writing things down like, all the good partners are taken. The people I like never like me. I always get put in the friend zone, which isn't really a thing, but that's neither here nor there. But it's definitely something that people believe. I really need to lose some weight before I can have a safe, loving relationship. I'm not attractive enough, and so on, right? These are all false limiting beliefs that could hold someone back from having the relationship that they want, a safe, healthy, loving relationship, right? And method number 3 is one of my favorites, really. It's to use affirmations as a diagnostic tool to identify your core false limiting beliefs and assumptions, right? So you're not using them to like try to convince yourself of anything. You are simply using them to sort of diagnose and gauge where you are. So they'll usually have to do with worthiness and or ability. So you're going to say something like, I deserve abundance and prosperity, or I can create abundance and prosperity. When you say the affirmation out loud, how does it make you feel? How much do you believe the affirmation? So I have my clients and students rate it on a scale of 1 to 10. Of course, 1 being that no part of you believes it, and 10 being that you believe it fully 100%. Every fiber of your being, every cell of your body is saturated in your belief in this affirmation, right? What thoughts and or memories come up? These will all be false limiting beliefs and or events that you can tie back to a false limiting belief. So write it all down. And it's really important for you to say it out loud to really feel it. You can feel how it resonates inside your body. You can feel physical sensations come up, and you can feel it in your mind better as well. Like, it just really helps to you know, make it real for you when you say it out loud. And this is actually a small piece of my self-compassion code process as well. And real quick, before we get to method 4, I did want to mention that I actually have a new way that you can work with me just for the month of October, because I'm feeling guided to do something special for my birth month. So if you want my full one-to-one support every day in October to really go deep into the self-concept code, identify, dismantle, and rewrite those false limiting beliefs while starting to rewire your brain and nervous system, check below to claim your spot for 31 days of intensive one-to-one Voxer support. I will hold your hand all the way through, and I'll also meet you where you are. So if you've worked with me in the past on this, we will pick right up where we left off. But if you're brand new and have never done this type of inner work before, we will start at the beginning. There are only a few spaces available though, because this is a one-to-one support offer, and I really want to make sure that you get all the support you need. So please don't hesitate to claim a spot if you're ready to dissolve what stands between you and everything you've ever wanted. Or if you'd rather learn all of my divinely designed codes that will transform your entire reality and allow you to help your clients do the same, you can grab a spot in Abundant University instead. So all the information is below, including my contact info, which you can also see on the screen. So holler if you have any questions. But if you already know right now that you're ready to get my help for 31 days, I would definitely encourage you to claim your October Voxer support now, and I will be in touch with all your details on the next business day. So I'm on the East Coast of the US and follow the traditional Monday through Friday work week, just for your information. And without further ado, method number 4, your beliefs about the world. So write down the beliefs that you hold to be true about the world in general. Start with the really big ones, then go deeper and deeper. So what do you believe about money, the government, love, other people, etc.? You can create a list on your phone to use or carry a notebook for, I would recommend, a full week, and be very mindful of your thoughts. So you notice when you're telling yourself, I can't do this because XYZ, or I can't have XYZ because of this, and write them all down. Moxie's talking. I don't know if you heard that, but she said hi. And write them all down, because these will also be your false limiting beliefs. And there you have it. That is the first step in my divinely guided signature 6-step self-concept code process that I will work with you one-to-one with for 31 days in October if you claim your spot below. Once you've identified and documented your false limiting beliefs, you are ready to start dismantling and rewriting them, which is when the party really gets started. So come to my party, I will help you do that. And if you are still watching this video, but you haven't liked it yet, please do so now so that other people can see it if you enjoyed it. I'm guessing you did if you're still here. Leave me a comment letting me know which method you're going to try, and to also let the algorithm know that it should show this to more people. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't yet. I really appreciate your support. Thanks for showing up for yourself today, because when you show up for yourself, you show up for the world, and you are a fucking rock star. Much love.